Welcome to my collection for the MCU Black Widow SH Figuarts, as the solo movie is finally coming out this month. So I thought I'll recap on all the releases by Bandai to Machinations and just doing a quick comparison between each one of them, looking at the accessories as well, and just giving you my opinions on which one I like the best. So of course we've had many different looks of Natasha Romanoff, whether it's the Iron Man 2 movie, Captain America Winter Soldier, the first Avengers, Endgame, and so far they've only released 4 versions. So in the order of release and the releases of the movie, we have Age of Ultron on the left, then we have the Infinity War, Endgame, and then the upcoming solo movie Black Widow. And to Machinations did make the announcement they are releasing the first Avengers Black Widow in October. So once that's released, we'll have all the Black Widow looks from the team-up movies. Also at some promo events, we've seen the white suit version, so that will probably be announced once the solo movie is out as well. Let's talk about them in the order of release, and then I'll give you my opinions, because especially if you're just starting off collecting MCU or SH Figuarts and you don't know where to start, especially if you want a Black Widow figure and you're looking to maybe just pick up 1 or 2, then this is the video for you. So let's first talk about the Age of Ultron one, and this is in line with more of a classic Black Widow look from the MCU, with the short hair, the red hair, and it's quite similar to her look from the first Avengers, even though it was 3 years apart. And I would say that this is probably the best one if you're looking for like a more classic look of Black Widow. So if you want to pair it up with any of your Captain America's, Iron Man's, then this one's for you. But since they are releasing the first Avengers in October, I'll probably say wait for that one. So we have the black suit, the blue lines, the red patterns, we have the pockets, the holsters, some of them are not removable, and I think the body proportions is okay, it's not too bad. And in terms of the accessories, we do get guns, batons, also some alternate hands for the weapons, but there is no alternate face sculpt, so that's the only thing with this figure. In terms of the look and the sculpt, I think it's not too bad. This definitely resembles Scarlett Johansson. And if you look at some of the rest of the line from Age of Ultron, I think the Captain America, Hulk and Thor figures, they weren't the best. That was the first time they were making the Avengers team, so they had this kind of animated style to it. But for Black Widow, I think it's one of the better ones. And this is the quick look at the box. We have the nice blue colors, and then the picture of the figure, all the logos, and then the side is kind of what you expect for To Machinations. Infinity War, and I think by this time MCU was at the height of its popularity, and so was Bandai, because they made quite a lot of figures by then, and they had a huge line for the Infinity War, which I think they're still kind of releasing now, and there's still more characters to be released from that film. And this is obviously her look in the blonde hair, and then we have the green type of suit. And I think Hasbro released a version which was a bit too light for me. This one is probably better in terms of the paint. The proportions is actually an improvement to the Age of Ultron one. I just feel that this one is a bit more realistic. I have her currently in this pose with the 2 batons, and yeah, pretty much it does come with the other accessories, like the when she's not holding onto the batons, it can be attached to the back, and we have some alternate hands. And this time we do get 2 extra faces. One of them is a more aggressive version. This one we get the ones with the eyes to the side, and also comes with the long baton as well, which I'll show you later on. And then we move on to Endgame, and obviously if you're collecting Endgame figures, this is the one for you. Black Widow in that time travel look, of course, if you have the Hawkeye figure especially. This time you get a lot more going on. You have a more full matte black type of finish to the suit. You have holsters when she's not using the guns, which can be removed for the ones with the guns. And then I currently have her with the 2 batons attached to the back. And then you can see the face sculpt is just as good as the Infinity War one. You have the new hairstyle, the ponytail with the blonde at the end. And yeah, I do like this figure a lot. Obviously it's from the final film of her, and if you're collecting Endgame especially, this one is for you. So the accessories, it actually comes with 4 extra alternate hands, some with the open palm, some to hold onto the weapons. You also get 2 holsters with the guns when she's not using the guns, of course. You also get the 2 batons where she can hold on to it, and you also get 1 alternate face. And then finally we can move on to the last one, which is the upcoming Solo movie, and this figure has been out for a whole year now, and who would have thought we haven't seen the movie yet. So this is Black Widow in the more classic comic look, should I say, because you can see not only do we have the full black suit, we have all the gold colors on the bracelets, on the belt. So if you've read the comics, Black Widow, this is more of her look. Currently have the batons attached to the back, which is possible on the Infinity War and Endgame one as well. This time you have kind of like silver patterns to it. We have the holster with the gun attached to the side, which is similar to the Endgame version. And for the accessories, you actually get a lot more. In terms of the hands, you get 5 extra ones. And one of them I do really like is you get these kind of repulsor or blaster effects attached to it, which is the first time we've seen in a Black Widow figure. Obviously we get the guns, and then we get the holsters without the guns, and then we also have some batons and also a dagger, which of course is pretty key. I'm pretty sure she'll use it in the movie at some point. In terms of the face sculpt and the hair, you can see it's the new look from the film. Hasbro Marvel Legends did release one with the hair down, but I'm not actually too sure if she'll have that look. At least I haven't seen it in the trailers. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the film, obviously, because it's the first Black Widow film we're going to see. And I did pick up the Taskmaster figure as well, so it's going to go well with this one. I haven't shown you the boxes of the other figures. So Infinity War one, they used a real digital print this time, and then we have the gold and green colors in the box, which is more in line with the suit. Endgame, they kind of just not used a picture for white color, which is resembling the Quantum suit in my opinion. And the latest Solo movie, I do like this box the best because it has the cutout of the Black Widow logo. And we actually have 2 pictures this time, one with the figure and one is a real digital print. You can see it's the hair down. So those are the 4 Black Widow figures we have so far. I am looking forward to the first Avengers one in October. And before we end this video, let's quickly take a look at the accessories, which I have them all placed down now. So you can see for the Age of Ultron one, we have the batons, the guns, and the alternate hands. The batons are in blue, which matches well with the figure. Infinity War, we had 2 face sculpts that were extra. We have the batons, which can be attached to the back. We have the long baton, which is actually pretty important. And we have 3 sets of alternate hands. And then the Endgame one, we have an extra face this time, just 1. We have the holsters with the gun, and then we have the batons, and then we have an extra 4 sets of hands. And for the Solo movie, which I feel is probably the best accessories, we have the dagger, the batons, we have the holsters, the guns, and then of course that hand with the blaster effects. And then we have 4 other extra hands. So there's a lot more accessories on the Solo one, so hopefully they'll continue doing that in the white suit and the first Avengers. And out of all these 4, it's very hard to choose which one I like the best. If you want like a classic Black Widow MCU look, you'll go for the Age of Ultron. And then you want them in the height of their popularity, that would be the Infinity War. And then if you want the Endgame with quite a lot of weapons and just pairing up well with the likes of Hawkeye, Captain America, it would be the Endgame one. And then the Solo movie, I'm not too hyped at the moment, but once I watch the movie and I have my Taskmaster figure, I'll probably say that that one is probably the best one. So yep, all of these are different in their own way. They'll go well in different collections. So if you're looking to just pick up one, it's really up to you. Really depends on the look, the accessories you like. But for me, of course, I am a big MCU collector for the SH Figuarts. So that is why I have all of them. And I will pair them up in different poses with different figures I have. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you look forward to the Black Widow Solo movie. And if you want to see the full review of the Endgame as well as the Solo movie SH Figuarts, I will put the links in the description below. Thanks for watching and enjoy Black Widow.